It's 7 a.m. on day 1. You reach for coffee and your hand hovers over the sugar jar out of pure habit. You skip it. By 10 a.m., you have a headache. By noon, you'd trade your car for a donut. This isn't weakness. This is your brain, quietly rewiring itself in real time. And over the next 30 days, that rewiring will touch nearly every system in your body. Welcome back to Body Decoded. Today, what actually happens when you quit sugar for a month? No myths, no fear-mongering, just the science. Let's start with the number that makes this whole experiment necessary. The average American eats about 17 teaspoons of added sugar a day, 2 to 3 times more than health guidelines recommend. Picture that as a small mountain of sugar cubes stacked next to your morning cereal bowl, your soda, your pasta sauce, your granola bar. Most of it isn't the sugar you're choosing. It's the sugar hiding in things that don't even taste sweet. So when someone quits, they're not just skipping dessert. They're removing a substance woven into almost everything they eat. And the body notices immediately. An NIH study found that people who went sugar-free for just 2 weeks cut their total daily calorie intake by 25%, without deliberately trying to eat less. No willpower required. Just remove the sugar, and a huge chunk of empty calories disappears with it. That's one reason the scale starts moving fast. Most people following structured sugar-free programs, like nutrition specialist Brooke Alpert's month-long detox covered by CNN, lose somewhere between 5 and 15 pounds in 30 days. Some report as much as 20. But the number on the scale is honestly the least interesting part of this story. The real story is happening in your brain. Here's the part that sounds unbelievable, so let's be precise about it. In animal studies, when sugar intake stops, dopamine levels in the brain's reward center, the nucleus accumbens, actually drop below their normal baseline. At the same time, a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine, which signals aversion and discomfort, spikes. That combination, dopamine crashing while an "this feels bad" signal rises, is a chemical fingerprint we also see in drug withdrawal. It's why day 1 to day 3 of quitting sugar can bring genuine headaches, fatigue, irritability, and cravings that feel disproportionate to just skipping candy. But here's the correction viral videos keep getting wrong. This isn't proof that sugar is exactly like heroin or nicotine. Most of this research comes from animal models, and scientists are careful to call the human parallel suggestive, not proven. And critically, sugar withdrawal, even at its worst, is mild compared to withdrawal from truly addictive drugs. Nobody quitting sugar ends up in a hospital. The similarity is in the brain circuitry, not the severity. Sugar isn't evil, and it isn't a hard drug. It's a habit with real neurochemical weight, which is exactly why it's harder to quit than people expect, and exactly why you shouldn't feel weak for struggling with it. So what does the week-by-week experience actually look like? Days 1 through 3 are the hardest. The strongest cravings, the headaches, the mood swings, the low energy. This is your dopamine system searching for its usual spike and not finding it. Days 4 through 7, something shifts. Energy starts stabilizing. Cravings are still there, knocking, but they're quieter. By the start of week 2, most of the physical symptoms, the headaches, the fog, the irritability, have faded. What's left is something people don't expect: steadier moods, steadier energy, and food actually tasting like food again. Strawberries taste sweeter. Coffee doesn't need 3 packets to be drinkable. Now picture the inside of the body during the same window, because the changes aren't just about mood and weight. Your liver, which processes every gram of fructose you eat, gets a break. 30 days of reduced sugar intake can meaningfully lower the risk factors tied to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, letting that organ run more efficiently, filtering, storing energy, doing its quiet, thankless job without excess fat buildup slowing it down. Meanwhile, research linking high sugar intake to increased heart disease risk suggests the cardiovascular system benefits too: less strain, better blood vessel function. And there's a mental health thread as well. Studies connect heavy added sugar consumption to higher rates of anxiety and depressive symptoms. meaning that 30-day mood stabilization people report might not just be feeling good about a health win, it might be measurable. Even your skin is quietly affected. Excess sugar can bind to collagen, the protein that keeps skin smooth and elastic, through a process that speeds up its breakdown. Less sugar circulating means less of that damage happening day to day. It won't reverse wrinkles in a month, but it's one more system quietly working better. Now, before you go clear out your pantry completely, 2 things worth knowing. First, sugar in moderation inside a generally healthy diet is not the enemy. This isn't about never eating dessert again. It's about awareness of the 17-teaspoon default most of us are living on without noticing. Second, and people get this one wrong constantly, natural sugar isn't automatically safe to binge on. A large smoothie loaded with fruit or a few tablespoons of honey can spike your blood sugar and insulin nearly as sharply as candy. Natural doesn't mean unlimited. So here's the honest 30-day picture. A rough first week where your brain chemistry genuinely mimics, in a milder, non-dangerous way, the pattern seen in drug withdrawal studies. A second week where your body finds its footing. And by day 30, a liver working more efficiently, a heart under less strain, a mood that's measurably steadier, skin with a little more resilience, and quite possibly 5 to 20 pounds gone. Not because you tried to diet, but because you removed one ingredient hiding in almost everything. If this is the kind of thing you want to understand about your own body, what's actually happening beneath the surface of your daily habits, this is Body Decoded, and there's a lot more where this came from. Next episode, we're going inside what happens when you stop scrolling your phone for just 7 days. And the brain changes, there might surprise you even more than this one did.